Shocking news comes from the world of K-pop. The figure of Kim Jin, or familiarly called Jin BTS, again stole the public's attention, not because of his stage activities, but his extraordinary humanitarian actions. Recently, Jin was caught on camera volunteering to help victims of forest fires that hit one of the regions in South Korea. Not only present, Jin was really involved in the evacuation process and aid distribution. This action immediately made the army around the world touched and increasingly admired his humble personality. More interestingly, after this news spread, the other BTS members jungkook, RM, J-Hope, and Suga also reacted. They gave surprising responses, and some of them even showed support in unexpected ways. So, what's the full story like? Yay! This story is over. BTS's Jin silently plunges into the scene of the disaster. The army could not resist her, different from most celebrities who usually choose to donate in silence or just show concern through social media. BTS's Jin actually went directly to the site of the forest fire. According to eyewitnesses, Jin was seen wearing volunteer clothes and helping the victims without wanting to be recognized. However, his presence certainly cannot be separated from public attention, especially after several people at the location began to share photos and videos of him. One resident who was a victim of the fire said, "I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. Jin is really here, providing assistance and working hard like any other volunteer. He didn't just come to take pictures or simply donate, but really helped us." The story of this genie warmed the hearts of fans even more when it became known that she also helped calm children affected by the disaster. In some of the photos, Jin is seen talking to a small child while giving him food and water. His gentle and caring attitude made the army even more proud. Not the first time. Jin is known for his generous heart. This heroic act of the genie is actually not the first time. Previously, he has repeatedly demonstrated his philanthropic side. Several years ago, Jin donated large sums to various charities, including to children in need of medical care. In addition, he is also known to be active in social activities that are not always published in the media. A source from Jin's neighborhood revealed that so far the handsome idol has often made donations secretly without wanting to be in the spotlight. However, this time, the action was completely exposed and made many admire her figure even more. In fact, some fans admitted that they couldn't hold back tears when they learned that Jin was willing to spend time in the midst of his busy military service to help those in need. A surprising reaction from other BTS members. After the news about Jin spread widely, the other BTS members also reacted. Each of them gave a response that attracted the attention of the public. Taeyum, Kim Taeyum, better known as BTS's V, immediately gave his reaction via Instagram. She posted an Instagram story with a heart emoji and wrote, "Hyung has always been an inspiration to us all." Shortly after, he also shared a photo of the evening sky with a caption that invited a lot of speculation from fans. Some army believed that this was his way of showing a sense of pride towards Jin. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne, is also no less touching. Jungkook uploaded a short video on Weverse, in which he is seen listening to Epiphany, which is one of Jin's solo songs. Many interpreted this as a form of Jungkook's respect and pride for Hyung. Not only that, an army officer who met Jungkook at the airport could hear Jungkook talking to his staff. Jin Hyung is always amazing. I'll have to call him later. This statement certainly makes the fans even more touched. RMA's the leader of BTS. RM also gave a wise response. In a post on Weverse, he wrote, "Jin Hyung never changes. Always a heart of gold." Suddenly, this post was immediately invaded by comments from fans who were proud of their togetherness. J-Hope and Suga J-Hope, who is currently serving in the military, also showed his reaction. He sent a message through the fan community app saying that he hopes to be there and help with Jin. Meanwhile, Suga, who is known to be more calm, responded by uploading an applause emoji on his social media account. The world is full of praise for Jin, not only BTS members. ARMY from all over the world also gave appreciation to Jin. The hashtags #JinOurPride and #ThankYouJin immediately became trending on various social media platforms. Many fans expressed their gratitude for Jin's sincerity in helping others. Some even said that they were inspired to participate in social activities because of Jin. The fan wrote, Jin has always shown that he is not only a superstar, but also a loving human being. I'm so proud to be in the ARMY. In fact, some armies in South Korea decided to follow in Jin's footsteps by organizing donations for forest fire victims. A fan organization reported that they managed to raise a large amount of funds to give to the victims of the disaster. Will BTS jump into the scene? Seeing the incredible reaction from the BTS members, many began to wonder, will BTS go down to the disaster site? So far, there has been no official confirmation from the agency or the members themselves. However, if you look at how BTS has always been compact in everything, it is not impossible that they will show other forms of support in the near future. Meanwhile, armies around the world continue to wait for further developments and hope that Jin's actions can inspire more people to care for others. BTS's Jin is more than an idol. BTS's Jin action in helping forest fire victims is not just ordinary news. This is a clear proof that an idol can also have a big impact outside the entertainment world. His courage to go down directly to the disaster site proves that he not only cares, but also has a sincere heart. Warm reactions from other BTS members as well as support from the ARMY further show that Jin is not only a K-pop star, but also a figure worthy of inspiration. With all his sincerity and kindness, it is no wonder that he continues to be loved by millions of people around the world. ARMY, how do you feel after knowing this incredible action from the Jin BTS humanitarian volunteer, or just a sensation? Facts or hoaxes? The news of BTS's Jin directly volunteering to help forest fire victims really touched the hearts of many people. ARMY around the world flocked to show their appreciation. In fact, the other BTS members also reacted so emotionally, as if to show how proud they were of Jin. However, behind all this praise and appreciation, a question arises that hangs over the minds of some people. Is this really the case? Did Jin really go straight to the disaster site without any other interests? Or is this just part of a media strategy to attract public attention? In the world of entertainment, it is not uncommon for news to be made with a little spice, to create a sensation. Some celebrities are even known to have engaged in media engineering in order to increase their popularity or maintain a positive image in the eyes of the public. But do genies fall into this category? Let's analyze it deeper. Facts or just hoaxes? Let's review. If we retrace the news about Jin volunteering for forest fires, there are a few points that catch the eye. No official statement from the agency Big Hit Music, the agency that oversees BTS, did not provide an official statement regarding Jin's involvement in this humanitarian action. Usually, if an idol does something that has a big impact, their agency will issue a statement, both to clarify and to protect their artist from fake news. So, why did Big Hit choose silence this time? Outstanding evidence is still minimal, although there are several photos and videos showing Jin at the site of the disaster. We must ask, is this evidence strong enough? In the digital age as it is now, photo and video manipulation technology is increasingly sophisticated. If Jin was there, why didn't the major media cover it live? Is this just an fabrication made by some to look real? BTS members' response. Is it sincere or part of a constructed narrative? Jungkook, RM, J-Hope, and Suga gave very emotional responses. However, do they really give an honest reaction, or is this just part of an already designed strategy? We know that BTS has a global influence, and their every action always gets great attention. If this was just a media strategy, then the reaction of the members would have been set from the very beginning. Suspicious timing. This news appeared when Jin was still serving in the army. We know that when an idol is in the military, they usually do not appear too much in the media. However, all of a sudden, news about Jin, who became a volunteer, is sticking out and dominating social media. Is this just a coincidence? Or are there parties who want to keep Jin's name at the top of the public conversation? Why does news like this appear?